Shout out to Cook Talks.
Shout out to Cook Talks.
Shout out Cook Talks, man.
Hey yo, it is Carso, and today I am here with Capital Christian High School star quarterback Anthony Garcia. How are you doing today, Anthony?
I'm doing good, Carson. How are you?
Not too bad. Couldn't ask for anything better right now. Anthony holds offers from Eastern Washington, Navy, Sac State, Villanova, Air Force, and the Army. Garcia is a 4.0 student that is lethal on the football field. So we'll kind of just get into it, talk about your football career, how you got into it, what you enjoy about it. Just starting off, growing up, what sports did you play outside of like football?
So growing up, I played soccer, baseball, basketball. I ran track. I did everything. I didn't start football really until 8th grade, and I was playing kind of receiver and quarterback. But yeah, really I started in 8th grade, but I was mainly a soccer and basketball player growing up.
So are you still going to play basketball this season?
I plan on doing so. If it depends on where I'm going to go to college, if I'll have to check with that coaching staff if it's okay. But I would love to play basketball this season, yes.
So what made basketball and football stick with you?
Probably just the joy for the game, really. I mean, I think the other sports I played, like baseball and soccer, I played those for so long, I kind of got bored of them, I think. But yeah, football and basketball, I think those are the funnest sports I played, so I just stuck with them.
So if you had to choose, which sport do you enjoy more?
Football, for sure.
Okay. So what do you enjoy about football?
I just enjoy like how there's no other sport where like the ball is in my hands like every play, and I really have like control over what happens. And I think, I mean, in basketball it can touch my hand every play, but I think in football I just really like, it's just there's no other feeling in any other sport that I get from it. Like just the Friday night lights, being outside, all the fans, like it's just the energy I'd never felt from any other sport.
Mm-hmm. So a little more about football. Were you always a quarterback, or did you try any other positions?
No, yeah, I played a little bit of both quarterback and receiver in my first year of football in 8th grade, junior football. But yeah, my freshman year, that was when I just played quarterback. I played some defense too. I played safety, but yeah.
So you didn't grow up playing like contact football like that?
No, never. My mom would never let me.
But once you get ahead on you, then you can start playing. So how was your game transition from your first time in 8th grade playing as both a receiver and quarterback to now as you're picking up more and more offers?
I mean, every year since my first year, I think I've just gotten better and better, and I've just worked on my craft every year and gotten bigger and stronger and faster. And I think it's really because of my dad that I've gotten to like where I am today, because he's just helped me through a lot of that. He actually played college football at Washington State. Then he went to Sacramento State, finished there, but he played quarterback as well. So he's also, he never even forced me into playing football, but he always guided me if I asked for help. Yeah. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. So what would you say is your greatest attribute as a quarterback? Is it your leadership? Is it your play on the field? What makes you so special? What makes you a top talent?
I just think something that really makes me a top talent, separates me from other quarterbacks, is just what I can do with my legs, but also like in the air. Because I really don't think there's a quarterback really in the country who can do what I can do, like even athletic ability on the basketball court, on the football field, have the ability to make throws under pressure and get out the pocket and make throws as well. I think that's where I separate from a lot of other quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of other quarterbacks aren't dunking like you are. So, this shows athleticism. So if you were to describe your play style, you kind of talked about how you can run the ball just as well as you throw the ball. How would you describe it?
I mean, I kind of like to put myself in between. Like I try to play like Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. I think I like a little in between there. Like those are two guys I really like watching. Kyler Murray is another guy who I really like watching right now. But that's kind of who I would try to describe my game as.
So do you study any of those guys, or are you working with your dad and your coaches just working on who you are?
I mean, I do both. I take a lot of game, even from Tom Brady, watching how he stays in the pocket. He's a great person to watch. I really like watching a bunch of college quarterbacks. Bryce Young, though he's a really good one right now at Alabama. But yeah, I really like to take my game and like from other quarterbacks and just really take something from here and there from all of them.
So the season is starting to come to an end. I think you guys are what, halfway around there?
Yeah,
Or
we've had 7 games. Yeah.
so what do you still want to prove in this next rest of the season?
Shoot, I just want to prove. I feel like I have proven that I'm one of the best quarterbacks in the state, in the country. But I think I really just want to keep pushing and getting better and better, just to really separate that comparison between me and some other quarterbacks, and really just prove everybody wrong who has doubted me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Always have the confidence, because confidence is really what's key. So kind of talking about college recruitment, stuff like that. I've seen you've gone on a couple visits.
So I went to Eastern Washington, and then I went to Air Force before that. So I've officially visited Eastern Washington, and I went on an unofficial to Air Force before that.
So how was that?
It was good. I mean, it was a good experience. It was cool to meet all the players on each team, meet the coaches, and it was a cool vibe at both of those schools. I've gone on over the summer. I went on a couple unofficial visits. I went to San Jose State, SMU in Dallas, Texas, and Cal Berkeley as well. And those were all good visits as well. Really good meeting with the coaches and getting to see a lot of their facilities in the school.
So as a person who's mostly interviewed like basketball players, football is a totally different beast at the college level. What is it like? Obviously, when you're younger, probably 8th grade, you're looking up like, oh, maybe I can get a couple offers. And now you're that guy. So what is it like being able to tour there? You have people coming up to you and introducing themselves to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because really I was looking up to there were some players at my school like DeMarcus Ross. Like there were some players getting offers, and I really was like, dang, I don't know if I could really even ever be that good. But I just like put my head down and I would work and I would work and I would work. And like I was probably 150 pounds my sophomore year. Didn't really like, a lot of people probably didn't believe I could be where I was today, but I think really just having my head down and working hard for it, and with the help of God as well, He definitely blessed me through this process.
So what was it like receiving that first offer, getting that, whether it was an email or a letter in the mail? What was that like? What was your reaction, your family's reaction?
It was crazy. I was actually really driving home on the way from a practice, and it was Army West Point. And I had been talking with the school for a while. But a lot of the texts had been kind of just talking, checking in on me. And then like we were just talking one day, he was checking in with me. And at the end of the call, he was like, "And congratulations, you've received a full ride scholarship offer to Army West Point." And I was like, I had to go on mute. I was hecka excited because I never really thought I would get there.
Yeah, especially it being so nonchalant that the way you said it.
Yeah, exactly. It's surprising.
So then you later went on and picked up Navy and Air Force so far. What makes it, why do you think you've picked up so many military schools so soon?
I think definitely because they see the athletic ability I have and the type of offenses they run. They need an athletic quarterback. So I think a lot of them got on me earlier and wanted me, definitely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I actually know someone who ended up going to West Point for sports, so that's pretty cool. Most recently, I believe you picked up Sac State. What was it like to get the offer from basically your hometown team?
Yeah, I mean, I was waiting for a while. They had been talking to me for a while. They didn't plan on offering a quarterback in my class. They kind of had like a quarterback room who was full, but they told me it wouldn't be right if they didn't offer me. They said I was in their backyard and it wouldn't be right if they didn't throw the offer to me. And so I just went there this past over the weekend. I watched one of their games. It was real exciting. They had a good game. They beat Southern Utah, so that was fun.
Yeah, that's a big win right there. And to be able to play maybe where your dad played once, and it's Sac State, so they had to throw one to you.
Yeah.
Obviously it's cool to have a winning program. It's cool. Maybe you can go in and fix up a losing program, but what are you looking for in a program to bring your talents there?
I'm just looking for somewhere where I can come in and compete from day one, because I don't want to go anywhere where it's really like, oh, seniority. We're going to let the senior have the job. I want a place where I can compete and they're going to let the best man play.
Obviously you picked up Villanova. That was a cool pickup. But are you in contact with any other coaches right now?
Yeah, like from other schools.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. There's a couple of coaches who have been talking to me from UNLV. Cal Berkeley has been talking to me a lot. What other schools? San Jose State has still been talking to me. But yeah, there's a couple schools. A couple schools have been coming through the school, our school at Capital, like Fresno State. I had a good talk with their coach. So yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, hey, those are some huge schools right there. So it'd be super cool. How confident are you in your skills at the D1 level?
I mean, I definitely think I haven't peaked yet. I definitely think I haven't reached my peak. So, I mean, I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready for college. I definitely can't wait to go. But I mean, I like just from going to these games, like that's what's really making me want to like be at that level, be able to play in those big lights and those big moments. Definitely, I just think I'm ready to play at the collegiate level.
Yeah, college football is a whole different beast. I go to San Diego State, so the stadium is an hour and a half from campus, which kind of sucks. But they're building a brand new stadium, and even they're 5-0 right now. Just seeing that college football is different.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Those questions were good.
I actually have one more thing. I've only asked this to basketball players, but I have a podcast called Stuck in a Dream, and I always ask the guest, if you could play with anyone, who would be your dream teammate in football?
Dream teammate.
Anyone ever. High school, college, NFL.
Trying to think. I think I would probably want to play with Tyreek Hill. Yeah.
He's special.
Yeah. I think having a target like that would just be too overrated. I feel like he's just a super, like, I don't know. He's just crazy. His speed is crazy. I would love to throw to somebody like that.
I think Patrick Mahomes also has Travis Kelce and now Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
So they definitely make him look good. Once again, I'd like to thank you for coming on. I hope you have a great rest of the season. Make sure we got to stay in contact. Hey, maybe in the next year, start of your college, wherever you commit. Hey, if you need someone where to release it or do it on Instagram Live, let me know. Thank you, Anthony, for coming on.
Hey, thank you.